What you are listening to now is the Central Indiana Sports Report podcast number 324.1, our summer report with Tipton senior golfer Josie Butler.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengels.
I am here once again at Tipton Municipal Golf Course, joined once again by Tipton Tribune and Elwood Call Leader sports editor Michelle Garmon, and we're joined by our reigning golfer of the year, Josie Butler, a state finalist, and we're going to talk about how her off-season has gone and her summer in particular, all that you've done, well, since the end of last season, since you were named golfer of the year, and today. So welcome, Michelle. Take it away.
All right, thanks. Hey, Josie, you sounds like your first major area, one of the first major decisions you made this year to start your summer was where you're going to continue after high school, and you are going to continue to play golf, correct? And you're going to a really good school. So go ahead and tell us where you're going and why you decided to go there.
So I'm going to the University of Indianapolis. And so obviously when I was deciding where I wanted to go to college, a huge part of it was their golf team. And another huge part of it was school, because that's still very important to me. And I'm going into physical therapy or exercise science, that route. And so I got an offer in the beginning of June, and that was my top Indiana school. So I knew right away that if I ever got an offer from UIndy, that I would probably accept it because their program for what I want to go to school for is very good. Their golf team is very good. So I really wanted to take a tour. So I went for a visit. I met the golf coach. I met an exercise science professor, and I just loved it from the moment I stepped on campus. I was like, I know that I would thrive here. I know some of the girls on the golf team already. So it just felt like a really good fit.
Well, I'm excited and happy for you. And
Thank
of course,
you.
Maverick Conaway went to UIndy his freshman year, and I know he enjoyed it down there. I have a cousin that is a pole vaulter at UIndy, and she will be a senior this next year, and she's actually nursing as her major. So yes.
I have a question. How long did it take? Literally, how long did it take for you to say yes after they offered?
Oh, like right away.
So
because he offered me in person.
And you said yes right there. I wondered about that because it was the perfect fit.
Yes.
Yeah, in person, that's fantastic.
I wanted to visit it before I said yes, obviously. So I was just super grateful that once I was there, it all worked out.
I know I talked to your mom earlier in the spring, and she said that it was a stressful time for you through recruiting process. So did you take visits anywhere else?
Yes. So it was a very long process. We started in Thanksgiving break. We started visiting, but my original plan was to go south and golf there because I wanted to golf year round. But my problem was all the schools that I was looking at in the south, they were taking a lot of girls from other countries, or they were taking people that were transferring. So a lot of their teams were upperclassmen or girls from other countries. So it was really hard to get into those schools. So my thought was, okay, well, I might as well start in Indiana, then transfer to Florida. But once I found a school that I love so much and that has the program for my schooling, I'm confident I'll probably just stay in Indiana because I love the coach, I love the school. I'm only an hour from home, so it just works out like that.
Well, I was going to say, the nice thing, too, is if UIndy is successful, they've been at the D2 level, means they must have nice simulators and facilities where you can, even in the dead of winter, you can work on your game.
All that said, it's not as nice as being in the South and being able to go out and play golf every day. It's not quite the same.
Now, Tipton does have a golfer playing golf down south. Josie Logan is down there, and she just, I think a couple years in a row, she's made an academic conference stuff too. Well, that was Maverick, but he transferred up to Michigan. But I'm talking about female golfer. Okay. Josie Logan, is. In fact, Josie Butler here will be the fourth Lady Devil golfer I know of to have fifth to have played college golf. Leela Crawford Gilman, her sister, Emma. It was at St. Francis. Leela was at IUK.
Nice.
And, of course, Emma Kelly golfed at Butler. And then Josie will be golfing at UIndy.
That's great.
And then I'm guessing that Kennedy Lancaster will be our next female golfer. And
It's
Tipton's had a
probably
lot
if
of
she wants to.
has had a lot of male golfers. We could go back.
Yeah, of
we could
course,
go back years and years to
Yeah.
find them that have played
Before
college
me.
golf.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but it's great. So now with that, have that behind you, that choice, do you feel like that just frees you up for your senior season?
Yes. I really wanted to go into my senior year just with, like, not having to worry about, I'm still going to worry about my scores, but I just wanted it to be a little more laid back, just have a lot of fun, be with my friends. And so now I feel like I can work on my game, I can work on that stuff without worrying about getting recruited anywhere.
Well, that's what I was saying. You don't have to worry that if you have a bad day, if you're not feeling well, and you have a bad round, that, oh my gosh, is that going to turn a recruiter off?
Right.
So, but now tell us about your summer, because obviously, you made the college choice, but
Yeah.
you haven't stopped.
No.
You've played all summer,
Yes.
am I correct?
Yes, I have. So this summer, my swing coach and I decided that since it's not school season right now, since I'm not qualifying for anything through school, we wanted to work on a lot of swing changes and just a lot of changes throughout my game so I was ready for my senior year. So the beginning of the summer, it was honestly a struggle because once you change your swing, your game starts to be changed. So it takes a long time for everything to add up to one. So like when my driver was...
A lot less consistent.
Yes, exactly. So like when my driver wasn't good, my short game would be good. When my short game was good, my driver wasn't good because I was changing so much about my swing. So it's taken until pretty much this point in the summer to where I'm starting to play like I was in high school because of all these swing changes. And that's completely normal, especially like at my age. Like I'm still going through a lot of changes. So that's how we wanted to do everything during the summer. So by this time where I am now, I'm starting to be more consistent, and that's exactly how it's gone. So it went like the plan was supposed to go. But the summer started out rough.
Well, that's all right. The great thing is, folks, Josie's swing coach is Blake Hoover, a former Tipton Blue Devil golfer himself. He competed in the state finals when the Blue Devils went as a team, and he also played college golf at St. Joe, the now defunct, unfortunately, St. Joseph College in Rensselaer, Indiana. Yeah. So, and that was a great St. Joe's was a great D2 school too. It's really a shame that it no longer exists.
He always describes it as like UIndy level around there.
So, and he had a really nice college career. So,
yeah.
And now he's does this for makes golf his living.
Yeah, sure does.
So it's your senior year. What are you thinking? How are you approaching it?
Well, I'm super excited. It's crazy that 4 years it's already about to go by. But I'm just going to try have the most fun I can. I'm going to work super hard, hopefully make it to state again. And
Do you have a goal for state? Are you going to win it? Is that what we're talking about? Is that what your new swing is doing for you? Winning your state?
maybe not win it. I think it's a reasonable goal. I think I can make it again. I just have to keep working hard. Like, even though...
Yeah, just getting there through this regional is quite an accomplishment.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But, even though all my swing stuff has been crazy this summer, I think I'm in a really good place right now, starting to get back to how I was, and I think this season is going to go great, especially we have some new girls that I think are really willing to work hard, so I think it'll be good.
So I know, of course, obviously it starts with you and Kennedy.
Yeah.
And then, so who else? You had a first-year golfer last year. I thought that made some nice progress. Has she worked this?
Yeah,
is she going to continue?
Ashlyn Morgan. Yes, she's golfing again. And then we also have a transfer from Hamilton Heights, Presley Cherry.
Nice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so now we're gonna have a solid team, I think. And then we have some new girls too. We have one from middle school coming up that wants to play. So I think we have a lot of girls that really want to try. And I think if they can practice enough, we can practice as a team, that this year will go pretty good.
Okay, so who's the one from middle school?
Bryn Sylvie.
Okay, I couldn't remember who all golfed down there. Now, we're going to go a little bit, because the one thing about Tipton is it's, you have not just outstanding golfers. I say you have golfing families in some ways. And Greg, Josie's brother, Jameson, is going to be a freshman this year, and he's going to elevate that Tipton boys golf team.
Sure.
I mean, they're even though they graduate Calvin, but with Preston coming back, and I really liked Pablo for a first-year golfer.
Again.
So, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. And so, do you and your brother go out and have some friendly competitions?
Yes, I love that we both play golf because we're out here all the time together, and not even just at Tipton.
Wait, you like your brother?
Oh, I love him. We get along. We get along so well. We don't just play.
You have
at
a different
Tipton.
experience than I did.
Well, no, but he's been good, because he would walk if he was able to. He was walking to follow her when she played.
Yeah, we're very close, and we love to just go to different courses in Indiana. Like, we don't stay here. We go to Rock Hollow. We'll go to Chippendale. Just different places for fun over the summer. So that's really nice.
So what's the most challenging course you've played here in the state of Indiana?
Most challenging? I would say Rock Hollow is pretty hard. There's a lot of water, a lot of trees. Obviously, Prairie View, the state course. Difficult, but if you can keep it in play, you'll be totally fine.
What's UIndy's home course?
So they have a few different. They don't stay at one, but Broadmoor is one.
Okay.
One of their main ones. And I'm actually playing a practice round there on Wednesday because I have a tournament there soon.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, that's
very
pretty cool.
So have you played like at Campen or in the Purdue courses, the new IU Indiana University course?
Those are hard. Camden and Ackerman, very hard. That is true. Those are hard. They're very pretty though.
What's your favorite one to play besides here? Obviously.
I love Harbor Trees in Noblesville.
Well, that's a good
That's
thing.
good. That's good.
Yes, and then Chatham Hills.
Okay.
That's where I practice every week.
Okay.
That's where I'm going right after this.
All right.
Because that's where Blake Hoover, my swing coach, that's where he coaches.
Okay.
So every single week I'm there. And so I've grown to love that course. It has some challenges, but it's helping me grow a lot because it is difficult, but it's put me in places like I've never been before, like certain lies and stuff, and that's super helpful.
That's not a bad thing, because Griffin Hare, one of his best high school seasons, came after he spent. He got on that program through Crooked Stick, and he had like a free membership for a year, and he got everything, and that elevate just playing at that level,
Exactly,
of course,
yeah.
practicing there and everything made it.
Yes.
Crooked Stick, how's that?
Well, all those courses they're pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I think it's a super cool experience.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, even though they're hard, you're going to learn.
I will say this: when Tipton, the very first course that I covered Tipton at a state golf meet was Prestwick down there in Avon. It had one of the most amazing holes, and it was hole 10. You could not see the green, literally. I mean, you had to walk. You went down a slope. You had to walk down. You were teeing off into, and you just didn't know where your ball was going to land on the green. I mean, it really was. The green's up here. I mean, the tee is up here, and the green is down here. It was amazing and challenging. It was a challenging hole, but it was fun because of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. The more challenging, the more fun, right?
Exactly. That's what I think.
I have a question, and I want you to be completely honest with me. How much do you want to beat Kennedy head-to-head each time you play?
Well, we obviously want to beat each other, but we've been tying so much. Like, during the school year,
Yeah.
it was almost neck to neck. And we ended with almost the exact same score. Like, at the banquet, almost exactly tied. We obviously want to beat each other still. It's competition, but I think it's friendly competition. And
deep down, you just don't like each other, right?
Oh, no, they
we
don't.
love each other. We both want each other to succeed, and we both push each other. We play together all the time.
Well, the great thing is their parents too. They're always asking, wanting to make sure that how the others. And I know some of it's competitive, but a lot of it is they really do.
Oh, yeah.
They really do care. They're
exactly.
rooting each other on.
Yeah. Like, we're both very competitive, but we're both cheering for each other the whole time too.
All right, so what's your next tournament?
My next tournament, the Broadmoor one.
What is it?
2
What's
weeks.
the tournament?
Hold on, I can pull up the actual name. I have it somewhere right here.
You just compete? You don't even know what you're competing for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good attitude to have.
Well, because we have so many lined up over the summer that I'm like,
Yeah, one after the other.
Yes, I think it's IWGA, but I'm gonna check. Okay, now I know. Yeah, it's just IWGA.
Nice. And that's at Broadmoor, and that's Indianapolis, right?
Yes, around there.
Kennedy's also played a lot this summer. I know Preston has. I'm gonna guess that your brother has also done a lot.
Yes,
of
we
tournaments
both
this
have.
summer. Have you guys crossed paths or any? I mean, I know Preston and Jameson would be different because they're different age groups.
The only one that all four of us have been, like Preston, Kennedy, me, and Jameson, the only match that we've all been together in would be age group at Swan Lake, and that was last week. So that's the only one that we've ever all been together. Me and Kennedy play together all the time. It's pretty much, there's IWGA and INGA, and the tournaments are always different. So me and Kennedy play together, Jameson and Preston do, but we normally don't.
So how'd you guys do?
Well, last week I played, the second day, I was playing super good. I was shooting for a 78, and then I hit the ball out of bounds twice on one of the last holes. So that's...
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I hit it twice in a row on the tee box. So I ended up shooting in the 80s, but that goes to show me, like, I've spent all the summer fixing my swing, and it's finally coming together. It was just those little mistakes on one of those last holes. So I'm confident that my game is back. It's just those mistakes that they're easily fixable.
I'm gonna ask you how much, because I know 2 years ago you were crushed when you didn't get out of the sectional Harbor Trees. But how much of last year's run that you made through the sectional, the regional, and then down to the state, how much confidence did that give you? And obviously, I know you're going through the swing changes, but mentally for your game.
Oh, a ton. Because I think growing up, since I hadn't always done golf, it kind of like I started and I was put down because I wasn't as good as everyone else. And it's different because, like, gymnastics was a sport where, when I was little, I had always just thrived. I picked up on it really easily. And golf isn't something that you can just swing a club and hit it 250 yards. It just takes a while. So I think last year, finally getting to the point where I wanted to be, finally put me in the mindset of, oh, I know I can play golf now. I want to keep playing golf. I want to thrive. So I think that's definitely helped me and proved myself that I'm okay. I can play golf.
Have you ever met another golfer who also did gymnastics? Because it's not a very common. Yeah,
I have.
It's not a very common combination.
That'd be a great way. It's a great way to build your course strength. One thing, and one more question: Are you glad that you're not a junior anymore, to where you don't have to work concessions the Friday night before the golf sectional?
Yes, I am done.
For those that don't know or don't remember, Josie had a slight. Well, it wasn't her fault. It was a chair, a stool, or whatever that should have never been in the concession stand. Broke, and she re-aggravated an old back injury from gymnastics, and literally
that was so scary.
Turned in probably one of the gutsiest high school performances ever.
A concession stand injury.
Yes.
Wow.
To go out and do what she did at the regional was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I just didn't know how you. I assumed you did it golfing, because golfing can give you back problems for sure.
After I re-injured my back on the stool, the next day on the course the entire time, I would ice it after every hole. I'd take ibuprofen. It was this whole thing, but I got through it.
You did, and it was an
but
amazing
then Sunday
story.
you really couldn't hardly walk. Am I right?
Oh yeah, it hurt so bad. Yeah. It hurt. And then
was it worth it?
Oh, so worth it. It was okay.
I just remember getting a text from your mother on Sunday night, and was just, beside herself and trying to figure out what could be done, because they trying to reach out to that HSA and said it was too late to get the waiver for a cart. But you know what? In the long run, it was better, I think, that you didn't have a cart. That you it honed your mental focus.
I agree. Yeah.
Tough kid.
Very tough.
So I know your schedule's been busy this summer. Have you taken some time to look ahead to the varsity schedule at all and what's coming up?
Yes. So our first match is in the beginning of August.
When's the first practice?
The first practice, official ones won't start till the end of June. The end of July. Oh my goodness. Unofficial practices have technically been all summer, but with everyone's schedule and it not being official yet, our whole team hasn't gone together. So by the end of this month, I think it'll start to be a more of a routine schedule, and then we start the very beginning of August, and then it's just crazy from there.
When's your first big one?
We have an invite.
It's like,
Bill sent me the
is it
schedule.
like a day? It's like this day you're opening or day after you open or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it school first or golf first? Which one, your first meet or first day of school, do you know?
Oh, for Tipton, it's their first meet.
Let me see. He
Because
just
we start August 4th.
August 4th.
School.
Oh.
Madison Grant.
Our first one is the Seeger invite at Harrison Hills on August 4th.
All right.
And then we don't start school until like that next week. So we have golf. We have 3 invites of golf before school even starts.
That's good. Okay, Josie. Well, thank you so much for your time. What's going today? What are your plans for the rest of the day? Golf wise.
Yep, I'll be going to Chatham Hills.
Working on the swing.
Yep, I have a lesson with Blake. So we've done the past 2 days, starting on Tuesday. We've been working on something different every day. So Tuesday was like a full swing day. Yesterday was chipping. Today we're going to combine them, do a little bit of both, just to get me ready for my upcoming tournament.
Anything exciting going on in your life besides golf?
There's been a lot of golf, definitely. But I've had some lake days this summer.
Nice.
Super fun. A lot of tubing and boating.
You know, one of Josie's best friends, and then you see it all over social media. It happens to be Ella Hare,
Yes.
which is Griffin and Gavin's sister. And we talked to Gavin when we were out
Last
here
week.
a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and he talked about Ella and that she'd already taken a couple visits to Florida
to
schools
Florida.
for swimming. So
Yes.
but Ella transferred to Fishers
Yes.
because her goal was to be a
swim.
college swimmer,
Yep.
and not no offense, but
Yeah,
above the
of course.
D3 level.
Yes.
course.
Yes. Yep, she's aiming for a D2 school in Florida. So that's
Nice.
super exciting. Mm-hmm.
It is.
And Fishers is a great program.
Yes, it definitely is.
If there is one day a team that finally takes down Carmel, it will most likely be Fishers.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much, Josie.
Thank you.
Always great catching up with Josie. Like I said, I believe of all the athletes in Central Indiana, our most frequent guest. Mostly because girls golf starts before everything else, so we get more opportunities to talk to girls golfers than anybody else. Plus, Tipton Golf has been one of the most open to us, and we do our podcast from Tipton Municipal every Wednesday, so it all adds up. Plus, we love Josie. She's been great. And, of course, Kennedy Lancaster is one of our other most frequent guests. And thanks, as always, to Michelle. She is the best. Thanks for listening. Please help us continue to grow by sharing our podcast with your friends and family. Appreciate it. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.
So we've done the past 2 days, starting on Tuesday. We've been working on something different every day. So Tuesday was like a full swing day. Yesterday was chipping. Today we're going to combine them, do a little bit of both, just to get me ready for my upcoming tournament.
Anything exciting going on in your life besides golf?
There's been a lot of golf, definitely. But I've had some lake days this summer.
Nice.
Super fun. A lot of tubing and boating.
You know, one of Josie's best friends, and then you see it all over social media. It happens to be Ella Hare,
Yes.
which is Griffin and Gavin's sister. And we talked to Gavin when we were out
Last
here
week.
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then and he talked about Ella and that she'd already taken a couple visits to Florida
to
schools
Florida.
for swimming. So
Yes.
but Ella transferred to Fishers
Yes.
because her goal was to be
swim.
a college swimmer,
Yep.
and not no offense, but above the
of course.
D3 level.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Yep, she's aiming for a D2 school in Florida. So that's
Nice.
super exciting. Mm-hmm.
It is.
And Fishers is a great program.
Yes, it definitely is.
If there is one day a team that finally takes down Carmel, it will most likely be Fishers.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much, Josie.
Thank you.
Always great catching up with Josie. Like I said, I believe of all the athletes in Central Indiana, our most frequent guest. Mostly because girls golf starts before everything else, so we get more opportunities to talk to girls golfers than anybody else. Plus, Tipton Golf has been one of the most open to us, and we do our podcast from Tipton Municipal every Wednesday, so it all adds up. Plus, we love Josie. She's been great, and of course, Kennedy Lancaster is one of our other most frequent guests. And thanks, as always, to Michelle. She is the best. Thanks for listening. Please help us continue to grow by sharing our podcast with your friends and family. Appreciate it. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.